Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to the KR universe. This time around, we have a writer in our midst, Jose Bolima Remillan, and he is going to share with us his type of writing and how the Knights of Rizal could um, could feel our presence through our writing by sharing our thoughts and our resolve to the Knights of Rizal universe. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, all the Rizalists viewing this, let us give a welcome to Jose Belima Remillan. So, Sir Jose, would you like to introduce yourself to the KOR universe?
Good evening, brother Knights here in the Philippines this evening. In the United States, I believe it's morning. I am Jose Remillan. I am a new member of Knights of Rizal. I was dubbed last year, November 20, and I celebrated my first year as a first degree knight here in the premier chapter of Calamba City. As of now, I'm a full-time writer. I used to teach in the university, and we are developing lots of projects. I was at the monthly meeting of the Knights a while ago, and one of the activities, of course, the upcoming celebration of Dr. Jose Rizal's that anniversary, the 125th, if I'm
125th.
not mistaken, and we have some, gift giving activities for the kids, and aside from that, I cannot say the details for now, but we have a huge project coming next year, which I think will be a game changer, no, in how the course on Jose Rizal is being taught in the university.
Sir, we'd like to know how somebody like yourself entered the Knights of Rizal. Were you already a writer, or what motivated you to enter the Knights of Rizal, sir?
As they said, write the book that you want to read. That's the only way to do it.
That makes
So
sense.
it basically motivated me to write, no, and somehow the Knights of Rizal played a huge part on that, because when I started digging deeper about some controversies and settled issues about the Rizal family, and I came here in Calamba and eventually settled here with my family. As I passed by the Chipeco Avenue here in near the house of Dr. Jose Rizal here, I saw the headquarters of Calamba City chapter here. So curiosity tickled me. So I inquired, and somebody was there during at that night time. She was the clean lady of the, of the headquarters, and she gave me the number of our chapter commander, Sir Feliciano Batchao. And upon reaching home, I was surprised because Sir Batchao called me up and asked me, "Do you want to be a member of the Knights?" So, sir, it's okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm uh, I'm very much interested in joining the order, and I told him that I am a researcher. I am in Calamba because I am trying to bridge a particular historical narrative gap about the Rizal surname. Actually, I came here because I want to find out if the present Rizals in Calamba City are indeed connected to Dr. Jose Rizal. As you very well know, the city vice mayor here is surnamed Rizal, a very good man.
Ross.
Ross Rizal is a Rizal. So since college, we've been puzzled. Who are these people? Because if you are going to look at the narratives of the Rizal family, logic dictates that the Rizal surname should have died centuries ago. Because who would continue? Pasiano, according to records, according to the narratives of even the narratives of the family, did not have a male child. Jose Rizal had a male child named Francisco. In some references, the child was named Peter, but we all knew that that child died in the Pitan. So who would continue the surname? So I was able to solve the puzzle. One of the puzzles, or rather, one of the uh, uh, political dirts, being thrown at Ros Rizal is that he is a fake Rizal. Actually, he is a legitimate Rizal. And when I inquired that question to Madam Gemma Cruz Areneta, Madam Gemma herself was a bit confused because what she knew is that there are no Rizals anymore here in Calamba. So there is an error of facts taught to us during college. The great-great-grandfather of Rosalier H. Rizal is Dr. Jose Rizal's cousin. That's according to record. I will send to you the narratives. Actually, I wrote. It's not a particular. It's not a research. No, I intend to publish and present to the public. But I wrote a note. It's a brief note. it's, it's a brief note. No, research note. No, clarifying some things about the status of the Rizal family here. So when I presented this to Dr. Ambet Ocampo, he congratulated me in an email because I have established the historicity of the great-great-grandfather of Ros Rizal, named Patricio Rizal Mercado. So in the family narratives of Ros, Patricio Rizal, according to him, is the half-brother of Dr. Jose Rizal. Ayun po yung kwentong minana nila. At hindi ko po sinasabi nagsinungaling si Ros kasi wala naman siyang sinabing, wala siyang claim na yung story na yon is tawag dito, ginawa niya. Actually, minana nila yung narrative na yon. We call that family oral history. So salinlahi na lang yon. Ang sabi sa kanila ng kanilang mga ninuno kapatid, half brother ni Jose Rizal si Patricio. So minana niya. So I cannot blame the Rizals here because that's the narrative they received from their ancestors. But according to records, according to letters, I saw, these are primary sources, sir. Mga primary sources po ito. 5 sulat na nagpapatuloy ni si Patricio Rizal ay pinsan ni Jose Rizal at nire-recognize siya mismo ng Rizal siblings. Ang tawag sa kanya ay Kuya Tisio. At si Patricio Rizal po ay mas matanda ng dihamak kaysa Tornina. Kasi si Manuel de Hidalgo, ang tawag sa kanya mismo ay kuya eh. So we will assume na mas matanda ito kaysa Tornina, si Patricio Rizal. Ngayon, paano nangyaring Rizal? How did he become a Rizal? So ang mali sa natutunan natin, when the Rizal surname was given to Jose Rizal's family, it was not given to Francisco Mercado's family alone. It was given to all Mercados from Binyan who settled in Calamba during that period. So that answers the question, paano naging Rizal ang ninuno ni Ros? Mercado talaga siya, originally. Pero nung ibinigay niya apelidong Rizal, inadapt niya. He adopted the surname too because he is a Mercado. Kamag-anak niya sila, Francisco Mercado. And the purpose was taxation matters. Para madali silang mamap ng mga namimingil na buwis, maimapa. And to tell you, ang Patricio Rizal ay isang mayaman. This is a landed elite. Principalya ho ito. Dati siyang kabesa de barangay. And during the Hacienda de Calamba conflict, Patricio Rizal was one of those Rizals sentenced to banishment in Hulo. So isa ho yun sa mga ano, at ngayon ho meron pa ho tayong mga dokumentong nasa National Archives na nagpapatunay tungkol diyan.
Wow.
Actually, I was able to access one and I have included that document here. Dito ho sa notes. Ipapadala ko sa ito, sir, siguro maganda para mai-present mo sa public officially. I did not present this to anybody except to Dr. Ocampo and of course to Vice Mayor Ros and to Sir Joaquin Chipeco, our congressman.
Who is also a Knights of Rizal.
Oh yeah, he's a 50th degree member.
I remember, sir, when I was in college, PI 100 in UP Diliman, we did have Rizalian history class, El Fili and Noli Me Tangere. What's the status now, sir? If you can give us a brief, since you're also an educator and abreast with what's going on with education, Rizalian, that is, in the Philippines. What's the situation, sir, for those who do not know?
Well, I can speak at my level as somebody who taught the course for, if I'm not mistaken, 8 semesters. And I can speak as an observer of the present status of the course as it has been, no? Uh, According to my readings about the implementation of the law. So I think I will deal with those two levels. Now, personally, it's quite hard, no, to teach the Rizal course because the problem here in the Philippines is not only the way things are arranged, according to orders when it comes to pedagogy and academics, but because the preparation of kids when they go to college is quite, flimsy. It's not that well founded. You are lucky because you came from UP. No, UP students are well screened, or I must say, well chosen. But when you teach to universities who have no other recourse but to accept kids, whether they acquire the basic competencies expected of students or not, some things must be sacrificed, especially when it comes to quality of instruction. So in short, we need to graduate students, though they did not learn a lot. And it's quite painful, especially for us educators, because we are mandated by the law, by several laws in the Philippines, to uphold quality. So it's just one of the casualties, I think, of the system. So it must change, of course. Actually, it's one of the center of focal points in our discussions a while ago during the meeting. In UP, I heard Xiao Chua and Ambeto Campo joking about it. At the UP, they call it PI 100, PI 100 times, because most students are not interested in studying the lives and works of Jose Rizal. I cannot blame them. I myself was, but although I am a social studies major, I have a degree in social studies from the University of Makati. When I took the course almost 20 years ago, 17 years ago, I'm a bit confused. What's the point of studying the life of a dead man? No, not until when I had started reading, digging, and of course the fear of failing the course. That's the greatest motivation among us. That's the only time I realized how important, understanding the mind of this great man, of this great Malayan, like what Dumentrich said, in shaping the destiny of our nation. The only way to understand Rizal is to read him, not to read about him. If you want to understand his mind, you read his works, his Alfili, his Noli, his poems, the Sucesos, one of the most neglected writings of Rizal, his work on history, and even the letters. In fact, when I started researching about my book, I wrote a textbook with Sir Abi Platon, my co-author. When I started researching about the book, I found out there are so many gray areas that are still left unopened. And when I realized that, I said to myself, Rizal is a man whom we thought we already knew, but in reality, we still not know him. We still do not know him in his entirety.